friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and I hopefully sell them for a profit. Today is Monday, August 5th, and these are the last 2 days of sales, Saturday and Sunday. And honestly, I had a fantastic weekend. Saturday was kind of meh, but yesterday, I sold a total of 9 items for a gross sales amount of $286.78. I feel like it's been a while since I've had a good sales weekend. So I have a couple of things that sold really fast. I have a couple of things that sold for a decent amount of money. And I have a couple of things that have really high sell-through rates. So I don't know. I think it's pretty exciting. The first thing is not any of those things. This is a belt. It is just kind of plain. It doesn't have a brand on it. On the back, it says it's faux leather. It tells me the size, which is nice. It's made in Taiwan. I don't know. Taiwan to me indicates that it is vintage. I might be incorrect about that, but I did list this as a vintage faux leather canvas belt. And when I looked that up in the product research tool on eBay, it told me that it has an average sell price of $26.91 and a 15% sell-through rate. I do list most of my belts around $30 unless comps tell me absolutely not to. This one I listed for $30. Somebody offered, or maybe I sent the offer, I'm not really sure. I sold for $20 on an offer on Poshmark. I've had this for 14 months, which is too long. I bought it. Oh, we don't need to do. Okay, we do. Okay. I bought it at a Salvation Army rummage sale. So we don't have a Salvation Army store in our town, and so the church does a rummage sale quarterly. I spent $2 on it, on that belt, and so my profit's $14. I certainly don't mind turning a $2 belt into a $14 profit. I store all my belts in one little tiny bin together, and they're just easy. Usually, I put all my items in tissue paper and add a thank you sticker, but my tissue paper was supposed to be here Saturday, and it is still not here. So that's really frustrating. I ran out, and it's not here yet. It is super humid. My hair is gonna look terrible because trying to put curly hair in a ponytail is impossible. It's really nice out, like kind of cool. The breeze is really nice, but it's just like humid, so humid. Okay, these are good. So these are slides. They're Adidas Superstar. I had some issues trying to comp these things. But the average sell price was $54.26. You can do it, that's fine. The sell-through rate, 45%. So I do sell-through rate as the amount of items sold divided by the amount of items sold and listed. So in a very simple math, if there's 100 items that have been sold and listed over the last 90 days, 45% would mean 45 are sold, 55 are still listed. I think that's fantastic. Oh boy. Oh, you're good. Okay, remember, do the barcode first. Yep, there you go. Good. Okay, I did pay $10 for these. I was at a Goodwill with one of my teenage daughters and saw them, comped them, and I was like, oh boy. We weren't even looking like for me to sell things. They took 2 weeks to sell. Mine sold for $59.97. It was hard because it was like the white with black ones were worth a certain amount, but the black with white ones, and then there, it was very confusing. I did the best I could. I think I started them at $60.
She works at a garage.
Maybe $65. I don't remember. Anyway, they sold for $59.97 plus shipping on eBay. So they paid a total of $68.57, and my profit is $41.49. I stoked about that.
She works at a garage. That's
do.
Probably why it's so humid. But it's also really hot when our garbage hasn't been taken out.
Okay, we don't need to talk about our garbage. It's fine. Our garbage is fine. The next thing is this pair of overalls. They're super cute. Yeah, they were really, really wide leg. Like, look at this. That's crazy. Super fun, like palazzo pant overalls. They are the brand Natural Life. They're 100% cotton. They're very like, I don't know, boho, they're very cute. If you watched my video on Saturday, I only sold one thing on Friday, and it was a pair of overalls from some friends of mine, and this was another pair. So super excited about it. These have an average sale price of $26.25.
Oh, Mom, you left the pants up.
It's fine. And an 83% sell-through rate. So somebody else might say that's more than 100% sell-through rate. Super happy about it. I'm sorry?
My head hurts. I'm going back to bed.
Okay. Mine sold for $24 on Poshmark. I had listed them for $30, and I believe I use Prime Lister as my automation tool on Poshmark, and so it sends out a 20% off offer, and so I think that was the case. I spent $3 on them, and they sold in 3 days. My profit is $16.20. Not sad about that. Okay, this is Sundance.
Might need to roll up.
No, I don't think I'm gonna roll it. Rollers don't work very well for me. All right. Oh, I have a chair back there.
That's a sweater,
It
Mom.
is a sweater. It's so cute. It's like
It's
cable
hot.
knit. Here's the Sundance tag. I think there's lots of Sundance tags. This, hold on, honey. This has lamb's wool in it, cashmere, and angora. So I found this at the bins. I'm gonna buy this with lamb's wool and cashmere and angora, no matter what. Like, that's just gonna happen. Hold on, please. And but it has a decent sell-through rate, especially considering it's August, right? I'm assuming not many people have been buying sweaters in May, June, and July. I know they haven't because I haven't been selling very many. Have I sold some? Yes. Many? No. Anyway, the average sale price is not super high. It's $17.59 and a 33% sell-through rate. So not terrible. When I'm shopping, I shoot for 25%. I mean, I don't always hit that, but that's kind of my goal, is to not go any lower than 25%. I bought this at the bins though, so hold on, honey. This sold for $25.96 on eBay, so they paid a total. You know what? I think that's. Yeah, sometimes my math is hard here. I think that's what I had it listed for, and then I have a 15% off coupon on my store. Hold on, honey. Remember what we talked about? Remember?
Yes, I have something to say. When it's winter, do not buy short sleeves. When it's summer, make sure do not buy sweaters because it is very, very hot.
Well, sometimes people are preparing for fall and winter and they work ahead. Or maybe they're going on a trip somewhere where it's cold. Or maybe they live somewhere where it's colder. All of those things could be happening. Or maybe they just work in air conditioning and they're cold all the time.
But we need air conditioning.
I do
Anna.
need air conditioning here. Yeah, honey.
Sorry to bother you again.
It's okay.
We have volleyball practice tonight.
Yes, you do.
Do we still have to do the additional 20 minutes? Will volleyball practice count?
Yeah, I think you should do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mom, when is she
Thank you.
going
Yep.
to volleyball practice?
Because it's just for high school, honey.
Can I? Wait, what is
Okay.
the little camp thing for?
Oh, I don't know. We're not talking about that right now. We're doing this right now, okay? Okay. They paid a total of $29.67. Hold on. Give me just a second.
No.
Give me just a second. I paid $2 for it at the bins, the Goodwill outlet. 6 months ago, my profit is $17.42. There you go. Remember to be really careful with the barcode. Thank you. Okay. All right, we're gonna get through this. There's some good stuff in here, I promise. This is a t-shirt. I know, isn't that fun? It has a beaver with a party hat. That's Duluth Trading, which is definitely... No, that's not the barcode. This is, and it's okay. Why don't you put it down here? Can you put it down there? Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so Duluth t-shirt, beaver party hat is what I searched, and it has an average sell price of $12.52, but a 60% sell-through rate. Fantastic. So it took 3 months. I know, I'm gonna fix it. It took 3 months to sell. Sold for $11.17 plus shipping, which is a total of, hold on, let her take the label off here. A total of $17.32. I paid $1 for it at a little local thrift store. It took 3 months to sell. My profit is $9.10. I do make a little money on the shipping on eBay because I use calculated shipping. I have options for people if they want to do ground or priority. If they choose ground, which since I put that option in place, I think every single person has chosen ground. I use poly mailers that I get off of eBay. When I ship Poshmark, you can use any priority shipping. I just had a comment, somebody asked me if it seemed like I was using priority boxes for ground. I'm not. I only use them for Poshmark sales, or if I have bought a priority label on eBay, which, okay, that's fine. All right, this is a pair of ribcage bootcut jeans from Levi's. They're obviously new with tags. These are a plus. This is a good time to pause and say I don't overly edit my videos. One, I don't really like editing, and two, I like to be realistic about what reselling looks like with 4 kids as a stay-at-home mom. I get interrupted, I have helpers, and sometimes they're helpful and sometimes not so much, and that's okay. But it's just the reality of my life, and I want to be realistic with you about what is actually selling, what reselling is actually like. Yeah, anyway. So I bought these a long time ago, 17 months to be exact. I paid $8 for them. At the time, is someone pouring water? Okay. At the time, I was hearing from other resellers ribcage Levi's were the thing. So I found them. I was all excited. I bought them. They were brand new. The comps actually were not, like, the sell-through rate wasn't super high, but the average sale price was high, so I listed them really high. Well, I was relisting some stuff, and I have been lowering the prices like 5%, 10%, trying to get some stuff to move. And I was like, I'm gonna look at comps again, and so I did. So the average sale price is $28 with a whole 6% sell-through rate. So I apparently still priced them at $40. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh, because they're new, and the sell-through rate was used, and I think I based it off of what others were listed for on eBay, if I remember correctly. I do that often. Look at the other same sizes, and then I kind of equal the lowest price of the same size that I have. Does that make sense? Yeah, so finally sold for $32 on Poshmark. So yeah, that makes sense. If I had it listed for 40, 20% off would be $32. I bought them for $8 17 months ago. My profit is $17.60. That is, I mean, I'm glad they sold. But man, that was brutal. Okay. Oh boy. So this feels hairy. This is a blanket. It's really pretty. The brand is Beretti, and it's made in Italy. It also has Angora in it. Or no, sorry, not Angora, alpaca. It's really pretty, really nice. I actually might, no, actually it looks pretty good. It does have like a little flaw in it. There was nothing listed. No, that's not, no, I think that is true. I think mine was the only thing listed or sold. Yeah, because it says mine has 100% sell-through rate. So that means there's none other listed. And this sold. So I did go look at the last 3 years in what had sold, and one had sold for 24, one for 20, and one for 40. I think I had mine listed for 30, and I ended up taking a $21 offer on eBay, and so then they paid a total of $33.45. It took 8 months to sell. I bought it at the bins, and my profit is $19.07. All right, something else that didn't have very much information, like none, is this shirt. Oh my word. So that's a Doberman, apparently. This is Urban Outfitters. I priced it at $50. It sold for $40. It did take 4 months to sell. That's okay. It's sold on Poshmark, which is good because this thing is huge. I spent $5 on it at my favorite thrift store, which is kind of a lot for me, especially considering it didn't have any information, but I took a chance. I don't know. It was crazy. It may have had information. I only look up comps on eBay, even though I do also sell on Poshmark. I just, because I primarily sell on eBay, that's where I do my comps. So maybe I should have looked it up on Poshmark, but I'm satisfied with $40. 4 months to sell is a little longer than I want it to take, but not much. And $27 is my profit. Hey sister, do you want to go grab my water for me? Okay, you don't have to. All right, this is a sports bra.
Yes, Mom.
Thank you. I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Little sports bra. The brand is
Where is
Duluth. I think it's in my bedroom. This is a really good sell-through rate. Like crazy sell-through rate. 64%. The average sell price is $15.58. So I priced it at $19, or $20, $19.96. And yeah, sold for 20% off at $15.97 plus shipping, $21.77. Thank you. It's empty. You knew it was empty. You handed it to me.
I just
Reminder to drink some water. Stay hydrated. It's important. They paid $21.77. I paid $2 for it at a local thrift store that benefits our mission. I actually bought 3 of them. There was one exactly like that, and then one in another color. So I still have 2 more that hopefully will also sell soon. The average sell price is $15.58. I don't know if I said that. I did, because I priced it at $20, knowing the 20% off would bring it down to $15. And with the 64% sell-through rate, I felt like that was exactly what I needed to be at. It took 4 days to sell, which is not surprising given that sell-through rate. My profit is $12.40. Super happy with a bra sale that sells that fast. My profit for the weekend was $174.38. That is not usual for me. Especially the summer has been slow. I've been busy, so I've not been listing as much. You know, I do think summer slowdown is a real thing. There are people travel, people are outside more, people are just doing other things and not necessarily shopping online. Not that they don't, but I just don't think it's as much as more in the winter months. Yeah, as far as the listing challenge, if you are taking part in the listing challenge, don't forget to check in below. Let me know how the weekend went. I did great, actually. Got everything done on Saturday. I will be very transparent and say I do not list anything on Sundays. I never have, and I never will. I can say that pretty confidently. I do list on Vendoo and not through eBay, and I was thinking over the weekend, like maybe it would make more sense to list through eBay and then upload to Vendoo, but I don't know. That would totally revamp the way I do my inventory and stuff, and I don't really want to do that right now. But if I did it that way, I could schedule listings on Sundays. But I'm okay with not listing on Sundays. I did at one point, there was a Facebook group I was a part of, and they were saying like, you know, what happens if I, you know, take a day off or whatever. And I was like, I've never listed on a Sunday and it's never been a problem. And somebody was like, how do you know that? Maybe it is a problem. Maybe your sales would be way better if you listed on Sunday. I don't know. That I'm not really willing to experiment with that at this point. Other than, you know, if I would completely change the way I do my inventory and listing and stuff, and that would take a bit. That would take a lot of time. Yes, it would. So yeah, just not something I'm willing to do at this point, and I think that that's okay. So I honestly am not sure that it would increase my sales that much. But I think it's important to take time off, to take vacations, to take a day during the week. You know, our bodies were created to work, our minds were created to work, but they were also made to rest. And that is an important part of our cycle of life, is rest. So I'm curious if you take a day off, if you list all 7 days. If you don't, if you have done both, has not listing one day affected your sales? I'm just curious what your experience with that has been. If you're not a reseller, say hi, check in. Let me know you're here. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. And yeah, make sure you like the video if you have. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do these Ship With Me videos every night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and just share a very like real-time, realistic view of what sells for a part-time reseller. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you soon.